What's up, everybody? Let's take a look at the stocks I have in my universe today for the review. What's going on here? What happened today in the marketplace for the positions I'm holding, the stocks I'm holding for June 10th, 2021. In front of you got VTGN. I talked about this last night. I said that there was a good possibility that I might nibble on this in a small position if I felt like the price action in the morning was good enough to do it. So I did. I kept the position small today on the stuff I was trading just because I could just tell things are kind of running out of momentum on some of the stocks I'm looking at. This one I picked up 200 shares, keeping it small. You can see right there, though, it's trailing well above, well above that white line, which is the 50-day moving average. So I think it just comes down, touches the 50-day moving average, and goes right back up. Plus, you notice I drew two kind of diagonal red lines there. That's a channel. Okay, we call those channels, and this price just continues to move up. So it was up 4 cents today. I have my, I think my limit price there at to exit this position at $2.90. So it didn't get there today, so I'm just going to hold it there overnight, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. This stock just looks good to me. It looks strong, even if it pulls back. The action on this looks good. Higher highs, higher lows. Trading above the 50-day moving average, and when it does pull back, it tends to pull back, touch the 50-day moving average, and go right back up. So this all looks really good. Might be running out a little bit of steam here on momentum, but we'll keep a close eye on this. I like what I'm seeing. Up 4 cents today, pretty good. Okay, let's take a look at. I'm also holding MKD down 5 cents today. Got 1,000 shares on this. It did pull back a little bit today. And I could have, normally what I would do is close these positions as soon as I start seeing it going the wrong way and just get out of it. But this one, yeah, looking at the momentum, we'll see. In the morning, I'm going to, of all the ones I'm holding, the 3 stocks I'm holding, this is the one I'm going to pay very close attention to tomorrow morning. If it pulls back at all tomorrow and doesn't begin to go up, I may just close this position and get out of it. I mean, it's down 5 cents, so it's not a big deal. But sometimes that's what you got to do. So I'll watch this. The forecaster's saying it's going to go down. Momentum saying it's going to go up. We'll see what happens in the morning. For right now, I'm going to hold it. Okay, let's look at the next one. ARLP, baby. Y'all know what I've been talking about this one. Now, today it pulled back about 2.64%, down 19 cents. But after yesterday's massive breakout, that's typical. Very, very typical. After you get a big breakout like that, you always have a pullback. People take their profits. They run for the exits, and that's just the way it is. They take their money and run, and that's fine. That's cool. I often do that myself. But they're exiting way too soon, man. Way too friggin' soon. Okay? Some people sell, buy back in, whatever, move on. But not me. Not on this one. This one, even if this thing pulls back all the way to 650, which you could do. It could pull back even a little lower than 650. But guess what? That's just going to be temporary. So I expect for the next week and a half, kind of like maybe this thing pulls back on the average. I think we could get a downtrend for the next week and a half. Okay? And then we'll see what the momentum does after that time. That's probably what's going to happen. If it doesn't do that, it could also just have like a temporary little pullback for a day or two and then shoot up some more or hold its ground up there around the $7 price, the $7 range. So we'll just see what happens. Either way, this stock is just absolutely monster mashing it. And for now, I see no reason to sell the shares, not after a big breakout like yesterday. So we're going to stay on this. This thing's looking strong. Like I said, could have a few days with a pullback, maybe even a week and a half of pullback. We'll see what goes on after that. I think we're going to fiddle fart around. Maybe it could even, that's right, I said fiddle fart. It could fiddle fart around and trade sideways, almost like it did from February all the way to like May. It just kind of stayed in this, horizontal kind of trading from about maybe like 550-ish all up to 650. Just stayed right in that area for like months. Okay? And that's what I'm trying to get across to all you out there. This ain't no quick little buy and sell. Okay, so it sat in that $1 range for about let's see, 4 months. Okay, so you could see this thing up here around the $7 range. It could trade between 650 and 750, or maybe 7, maybe a little higher, a little lower, whatever. It could just trade back and forth between this $1 range for weeks, months. Okay, this is one of the stocks you gotta be patient with. But guess what? Some big funds, because of their rules, can't really buy into a stock until it's above $5. But now it's above $5. That's what happened yesterday. Big money came into this stock yesterday. Okay. Some other funds, even bigger funds, that have rules that they can't trade and buy stocks until it's above $10. Okay, so once this thing gets up near the $10 mark, which it's going to happen, days, weeks, months, but when it happens, watch out. This thing going to go boom, bang, bang. Okay, so that's why this one's a hold and wait, a hold pattern. That's what this thing is. Okay, so don't get discouraged or think that this thing's heading in the wrong direction. Pullbacks are inevitable when you have big run-ups like this. And a lot of people head for the exits. Not on this one. That's a mistake. Okay, let's look at what happened in what I call the inflation watch. And you got crude oil on the far left, and then S&P 500's futures, and then XME, which is the steel and iron ore ETF. And then lastly on the right, you got corn. So today the crude oil on the far left hit 1-year highs at $70.65. Oh man, oil just continues. Crude oil just continues to monster mash it. Just absolutely huge. I think it's going to continue to do that throughout the summer for the most part on the average. So just keep an eye on oil. This thing could go ballistic. Some places in the U.S. right now, gas is getting to be very expensive, especially West Coast California. Crazy prices out there already. And I hear they're having a drought out there in some places. They're really hurting for some water. California unfortunately, going through some difficult times. All right. Next, you got the S&P 500 futures. And guess what? Today, or was it yesterday? Yeah, was today. All-time high, $4,249. Just continues to break all-time highs. Wow. Steel and iron ore ETF down 17 cents, basically trading sideways. And I think it's at a 7-year high. The steel and iron ore is a 7-year high. And then lastly, got corn on the right. It's at an 8-year high, trading up right around $700. The all-time high is $849. You can see it right there on the screen, at far right, $849. This thing's not too far away from the all-time high. Now, of course, it's really peaky right now for momentum, and the forecasters is going to say it's going to come down, and it very well could. But look at this thing. This thing has been just absolutely vertical from about $300 all the way up to almost $700. Huge. So just a recap, when I'm looking at the inflation watch here, you got oil at a 2021 high. You got S&P 500 at an all-time high. You got steel and iron ore ETF at I think it's a 7 or 8 year high. You got corn at a 7 or 8 year high, I think it is. Yeah. And I thought I read somewhere else, I can't remember what it was. Something else was hitting all-time highs or close to it. It was, it might have been another grain. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, we're continue to see elevated prices in commodities. Okay, inflation watch continues to be definitely concerned, domestic USA and abroad. Now for tomorrow, which is Friday. Friday's gonna be a little weird. Fridays are the day a lot of people kind of get panicky. They don't want to hold positions over the weekend. Excuse me. They do all kinds of weird stuff. They sell off. They buy. They usually have, especially Friday after midday, things get weird. People do weird stuff. Funds do weird stuff. But for tomorrow, because I'm holding positions overnight here, so I'm not really going to start digging into any new prospects yet, because I'm going to see what happens in the morning with the ones I'm holding. But VTGN, kind of running out of gas a little bit there. So If you're already holding a position of VTGN, I would say wait in the morning, see what it does. I think it could just maybe get up to 290. 5 consecutive days in a row is pretty strong, right? And an up channel on top of that. So I'm expecting a pullback at some point. Could happen tomorrow, might happen Monday, Tuesday, whatever. But VTGN, one I want to talk about this particular stock was they have what's called a phase 3 drug that got approved, I think, by the FDA. So they have a successful phase going on. And that's why you see this run up in the price back there in like the middle of May. Right on like that's May 20th, whatever it was, or maybe like May 17th, they had this big run up. That's because they put out the news that they had phase 3 approval, I think, from the FDA to go ahead and do phase 3 testing, you know. So this stock and their quarterly profits have been slightly negative, but barely negative, like negative 7 cents, negative 4 cents, stuff like that. So unlike a lot of biomedicals where they're, you know, a negative $1, a negative 50 cents are getting crushed, right? All they're doing is spending money and not making any good products. But this company, VTGN, looks like I think it was depression relief medicine. Depression relief medicines in phase 3. Okay, so that's why I think you see this stock is so strong. And trading at $2.84, I'm telling you, man, this stock, if they have a very successful like phase 3 and things just like turn out to be rosy, this thing could go monster mash. I mean, it could, you know, we could be seeing $4, $5, $6, whatever. It could take off. I don't know if it's going to do that. I'm not saying it's going to do that, but it could. I've seen, especially biomedical stocks. I've seen some of them at $1 or $2, and now they're trading like at 40 or 50 bucks. You just like absolutely crazy takeoff over a period of like a year or less. So I don't know if this one's going to do that, but I'm liking the trend that I'm seeing in this. The news is positive. I'm liking this stock, so I'm not in a hurry to let go of these 200 shares yet. I think I'm going to hold on to this for a little while and kind of monitor it because it looks really, really strong. So that's what I would say for those that are looking to get into stock. Maybe wait a little bit to see if VTGN pulls back either tomorrow or going into next week, and then get in once it bottoms out on the momentum. And of course, I'll be talking about it if I'm holding position myself. Okay, that's kind of my review for today, guys and gals. Hope you enjoyed the video. Listen, before you leave, click that subscribe button. Make sure you click the bell for notifications so you get the videos as I put them out. And I really appreciate the thumbs up. It goes a long way to help the YouTube channel. We'll talk to you all again real soon next time.